Welcome to another Quickie on Dad Can Cook, Season 3. Okay, if you don't know what a Quickie is and you're new to the show, a Quickie is one camera, me in the beginning, my mug you see, and then it goes to the food, the camera's on the food the whole time, and then I say goodbye at the end. Today, we're making chicken marsala, sauteed chicken marsala with a pan chicken marsala sauce, and let me show you the ingredients, okay? We're going to do it with rice, we're going to make some rice, and what we got to do is we got to get the rice on right away, okay? Okay, so I'm putting my flame on. I got 2 cups of rice. 2 cups of rice is a lot, but I'm going to be using the rice to make something else in another episode. Okay? The rice goes in. 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of liquid. Okay? I got 4 cups of chicken stock here. Into the pot. Okay? We're going to bring this to a boil. I'm going to turn it down to a simmer. And then I'm going to push it to the side and it's going to cook. It's going to take about 25 minutes to make this rice. Okay, so that's why it's going on first. Okay? Then I got chicken breasts. Okay, I took whole chicken breasts and I sliced them in half the long way and made them thinner. Alright? I have about a cup of chicken stock, a little bit more than a cup of chicken stock. I got some zucchini, small zucchinis that I sliced in half. I seasoned up with whatever seasoning you like. I'm going to bake them in the oven. Okay? I got some grape tomatoes as a garnish. I got all my seasonings. I have seasoning flour. This is seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika. Okay? Here I got Marsala wine. I'm going to use about 4 ounces of 3 to 4 ounces of Marsala wine. We're going to put it all together when it's ready to go. You'll see it. I got a pound of mushrooms, baby bellas, and regular button mushrooms. Okay, sliced in a thick slice. Okay, we're going to saute these up with some garlic. Okay? So as soon as I get this rice done, we're going to come back, we're going to get busy with it, okay? Be back in a minute. Hey, this is getting hot now, right? And I'm just going to give it a little stir. You don't want to stir rice too much because you don't want to break the grains. Okay? So you just want to make sure that the bottom's not sticking. I'm giving it a little tiny stir. This is going to come to a boil in a second. I'll show you. Wrong top. There we go. Okay. See that? Starting to boil. Okay, we want to let that boil for about 5 minutes or so. Bring it to a rolling boil and then turn it down, but just keep it kind of boiling. Very gently with the stirring. Okay, this has been boiling for about 3 minutes now. Just like this. Okay, I got it turned down to about 3/4 of my heat here. Okay, you're going to want to stir it. It's just an instinct. But when you do, just make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. Don't go in there real hard. Okay? So when you see it boiling now, I'm going to turn it up and get it to a real crazy boil.
You brought bales of straw into the house last night.
Okay, I'm going to let this go for 30 seconds. Then in 30 seconds, I'm going to turn the heat off, top it, and take it off the stove and put it to the side. In 25 minutes, this rice will be done. Okay, 10 minutes before this rice is done, I'm going to start cooking everything else. Okay, that's coming off the stove. I'm putting it on my pad over here. Okay? Hey, that mixology boot camp is some hell of a show. Alright, next up, I got 2.5 tablespoons of olive oil in here. Getting it hot. Okay? I got my flour. This is my seasoned flour here. Let me back that up a little bit. Okay? That's my seasoned flour. My seasoned flour has seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and that's it. Okay? Let me get that out of the way here. Now, let me tell you something. Emerald has a spice that he calls his magic spice or whatever the hell it is. But you know what? It's all that stuff. He just doesn't want to keep saying, I'm putting garlic powder, onion powder, seasoning salt, paprika. You know, he doesn't want to keep saying all of that. So, That's his that, you know, basically, and a couple other things is his special seasoning. Okay, so we're getting this hot, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute the chicken up. Okay, so I got the seasoned flour. I got about 1.5 cups of flour here, right? I got my chickens here. Okay, I got my special seasoning on my zucchini. Okay, I got my oven preheating. All right, got my mushrooms ready, and then we're gonna make the sauce after I get this going. So, okay, I'm gonna move my right side out of the way. I got a plate over here. Okay, I got my chicken ready. My oil is getting really hot, so I'm gonna take my chicken. I'm gonna lightly flour it. Okay, I got 6 pieces of chicken here because 3 of us are eating dinner. Okay, presentation side down. Okay. Shake it off. Presentation side down. I'm going to do this in 2 batches. Presentation side down. Okay? Even my quickies are like you're in a cooking class. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're going to get them browned on one side at least. Okay, then we're going to finish them on the other side. Okay? Right about now, I'm taking this, I'm putting it in the oven. Middle shelf. Rinsing my hands off. I'm going to put them in another pan. Okay? Because then when my sauce is almost ready, I can stick them in the oven and give them a little more heat. And I don't have to transfer them again. Save me a little bit of cleanup and an easy in and out for me. Okay? Okay. Yeah, that's the color I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for, baby. Okay, those are going to come out in a minute. I'm going to start to flour this other stuff up here. Whoa, it bit me with that oil. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. There we go. Out they go. And in with the new. Presentation side down. Presentation side down. Okay. Now we're going to do that all over again. The other one was really making a ruckus, wasn't it? You heard it going. This is going to get that way in a minute. Okay? So I got my 3 breasts over here. Right here, got my 3 breasts, right? It's going to be another 10 minutes, cut. Okay, these are going to get going. And then right from this, we're going to make the sauce in this pan. We want all of the stuff that's on that pan. It's called fond. And that fond is going to give us the flavor that we want in the sauce. Okay? And then I got all my mushrooms here that we're going to saute. That are going to go right into that pan when this comes out. Let me just hit this with just a dash. Like I tell you on my show, it's not a perfect science. Okay? You may need a little drop of oil here or there. Okay? That's the beautiful color we're looking for. Beautiful presentation side. everyone's gonna get the three of us. We can get a larger one and a smaller one. But it's really only one breast. I slit them down the middle. If you notice in the pan here, there's like no oil in it now. It's all absorbed, right? Which is good, because we don't want oily food, right? We don't want to eat oily shit. So that's what we want. Okay? Time lapse on this. 6 minutes. Roughly 3 minutes on each side, right? Okay, they're still raw in the middle, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the big ones. Right? And I'm putting them in here, and then I'm going to lay the smaller ones kind of like on top of them. Okay? And then I'm going to stick them in the oven. Top shelf. Lowering my heat. Down to 350. Okay? Bringing the pan back on the fire. Look, there's like no oil in that pan at all, right? Going in it with the mushrooms. Okay, we're going to sweat these mushrooms in here. We want to get that flavor of the mushrooms and the other flavor of the chicken that's in the pan. And then we're going to deglaze it, and all of that flavor is going to come out in our deglazing wine, which is going to be the Marsala. Okay, and I got 3 ounces of Marsala here. 3.5 ounces. Okay, and again, these are baby bellows and regular mushrooms. 8 ounces of each. I got a pound of mushrooms here. You know, you got to play this by ear when you're looking at it. Okay, I'm seasoning these up with a little bit of seasoning salt and some garlic powder. If you have fresh garlic, use it, okay? Maybe a tablespoon's worth. So you see this, how they're sweating? They're getting glazy and sweaty looking. That's putting flavor out on the pan, out there. That's giving this pan flavor. Okay? Now, right about now, I'm going to deglaze it with my wine. Whoa, yeah, that's nice. See that? Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to get that going. I want this to reduce down a bit. That's going to intensify the flavor in the pan a little more, right? Okay, I want to make sure that I have enough sauce for 3 in this. Okay, I don't want it floating in sauce. I want you just so you could taste it. Okay, all the alcohol is burning out of this, so don't worry about that. You got to worry about this. Okay, now I got my chicken stock, right? Now you know from knowing that I always got chicken stock in my freezer. This is a little stock that I have thawed out. Okay? Now, I'm not putting all of that in. I'm going to put in maybe 4 ounces of stock into that pan. Okay? I'm going to let that boil up now. Got a spoon, mixing it around and give it a taste. It's tasting good. Okay? I got 3 ounces of heavy that I'm putting in it in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to grab my rice here. We'll take a look at it. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes. Got my spoon. Let's see. Oh, look at that. See it flaking nicely here, right? I'm going to taste that. Good. Not overdone. Just right. That's what you want. Okay, and it's still nice and hot. So that's timing. You could time this, but if you didn't time it properly, you can heat this rice up in the microwave or stick this whole pot in the oven. As long as you got an oven-proof handle, you could stick this in the oven to heat it up or keep it warm, or you could take the rice out and heat it up any way you like. Okay, back to the sauce. Okay, here comes the heavy. Only 3 ounces. You can use half and half. Okay, now you see that sauce? That sauce isn't going to thicken up for me in the time that I want it to and have enough for 3 people. So I'm going to have to give it some help and I'm going to have to thicken it. Now, there's many ways I can thicken it. I got my roux in the refrigerator. Remember the roux? We made it several times in season 2 and in season 1. Okay, and I don't want to make it again and show you. And I also used it in the first episode of season 3. But what we can do is we can take some of our flour, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of it and I'm going to put it in this container here. Okay? And then I'll put my hot water on. Okay, and with my hot water, I'm going to mix this up here. I'm going to mix it up so I don't get any lumps. You could also do the same thing with cornstarch. But I got the flour handy and we're going to do it this way today. Okay, so I got the water boiling. Hello. I got the water boiling, running hot, getting hot here. And I'm just going to put a little bit in. Just a little bit to make a paste. Okay, to dissolve that flour. Okay, now let's go back here. See that here? Now I'm going to drizzle this in there. Just a little bit. I'm not going to use all of it. See how that's turning into a sauce already now? See that? Here, let me get it closer. I use very, very little. Look at that. That's exactly what I want. I use very little. I still got more than half of that left. Okay, I use very little. Now I'm at my sauce-like consistency, which is exactly what I want. Oh, that's delish. And that is done, okay? I'm gonna pull that stuff out of the oven, okay, and we're gonna play what I'm doing. I'm putting the rice in this bowl, and I'm packing it down. I'm making a little presentation with this to show you, okay? Check this out. Okay, that's nice, right? Okay. Now I'm going with the chickens. Okay. See that? And my sauce, look at that. Beautiful, right? Mushrooms. Okay, and then a little bit of sauce. And then a little bit of sauce. Okay, that was mine. I want a little more sauce. Okay. Clean that up. Veg coming out of the oven. Hot stuff. Okay, right? And then my cherry tomatoes. It's a repeat? They recorded it.
It's a repeat.
Okay. There you go. Look at that.
The American.
Beautiful, right? That was, you've experienced a Quickie from Dad Can Cook.
Come fill my glass up a little more. We're about to get up and burn this door. You know we getting hotter and hotter, sexy and hotter, let's shut it down. Yo, what I gotta do to show these girls that I own them? Some call me Mickey and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in a visa. Whoa, just a season, I need my own sneaker. Sexy, sexy, that's all I do. If you need a bad bitch, let me call up yo. I'm sorting them little mini skirts out. I see some good girls, I'ma turn them out. Okay, bottle, sip, bottle, guzzle. I'm a bad bitch, no muzzle. Hey, bottle, sip, bottle, guzzle. I'm a bad bitch, no muzzle. Let's go.